water damage. A number of restaurants on Matlacha and Pine Island are feeling the same way.
Yep, all the way up into Charlotte Harbor, Punta Gorda, just a lot of water. So I'm going to explain a little bit later why everyone's saying, oh, I got so much more than Hurricane Ian. Well, it depends on where you are. I mean,
Right.
Absolutely, just the way the science works and the way that storm surge happens. We'll talk about more about that coming up in just a bit. But in the meantime, kind of a quieter day today. A few showers out there, a few thunderstorms. Look out at Cape Coral from the Westin Cape Coral Resort, and cloudy. It is kind of a quiet start into a quiet week that may end a little bit different how we're going to see things end with the tropics still pretty active and still developing. Right now it's 85 degrees, but that humidity because of that wind out of the west-southwest feels about 95 degrees. We had that heat advisory in place earlier for parts of Collier County. So here we are in Cape Coral, southwest Pine Island, right along Burnt Store Marina. This is all pushing off to the north. These thunderstorms are pretty short-lived. They're not severe. They're just downpours pushing off to the north and pretty routine. As we go through the rest of the work week, specifically tomorrow and Wednesday, nothing out of the ordinary as far as rain is concerned. Just some showers forming along the sea breeze and then slowly drifting where the prevailing wind is going. Right now, the prevailing wind is pushing these off to the north, so the Bell, expect another shower coming your way within the next 20 minutes or so. Farther to the south in parts of Collier County, these storms are kind of drifting across parts of Golden Gate Estates momentarily, also Golden Gate and also Alligator Alley, but leaving Marco Island, Everglades City, and Chokoloskee a little bit drier. Some of these showers may linger into the evening. I think this is a little overdone for the rest of the evening, but the census here is that we do have a lot of tropical moisture in place to kind of hold on to some of these showers well after the sunset. So don't be surprised if the rain doesn't go away right away. Once we head into tomorrow, we'll stay dry through the morning hours, kind of a typical day with more of an easterly and southeasterly wind developing for the afternoon. By 4 o'clock, isolated showers. I think we'll see a few more showers than what Futurecast is indicating. However, it's going to remain inland and then maybe drift on over to the coastal spots as the late evening goes on. All eyes remain on the tropics, and this is the area we're tracking yet again. It's still too early to tell what would develop, where exactly it would drift to, how strong it would be. It hasn't developed yet, and all the models are all over the place. If you see someone post on social media one image from one model 10 days from now, keep in mind it's probably going to change because we don't have a lot of consistency whatsoever. What I can say, and I said this last time we had Helene begin to develop, and we didn't know much before it started to develop. This time of year, climatologically speaking, historically speaking, storms that do develop in this region do favor the eastern side of the Gulf. Why? Because this time of year we're starting to get those fall fronts to come on through, and they kind of start to hug them a little bit closer to the east coast. Drifting off into Mexico or into Texas, that's usually earlier on in the year. But again, we'll keep our eyes on that and see how it develops. Again, right for now, we just got to stay up to date. We wouldn't see anything impact the U.S. if it were to develop at all until later on the weekend and into early next week. Signs, though, of the past few model runs have been a little bit weaker and maybe a little bit later on. So again, not a lot of confidence going forward with that forecast. We just got to stay on top of it and make sure no one is caught off guard. Temperatures tonight will drop into the low 80s with a few lingering showers into the evening. Once we head into tomorrow, 92, another round of spotty showers. It's humid, that's for sure. As we head through the next 7 days, the rain chances will be greatly determined on what's going to happen in the tropics. Regardless of development, looks like we could get that plume of moisture head our way. What if we just kind of get all that moisture and not a lot of organization? That will greatly increase our rain chances and knock down the temperatures as we head into the weekend. That's your first alert forecast.